What's up, everybody? Jody J. Summers, child of the system, better known as Spoken Truth. So, back with the final entry in my 7 for 7 happy anniversary, 7 years in the business, 7 years of just living life and performing and creating a whole bunch of stuff. So, this is it. This is a piece called Broken Clock, inspired by a wonderful grassroots farmer, organizer, motivator, builder, Sonia Ramelle, who owns Sonia Organics, and I believe it might be a name change to SO Organics and then Urban Holistics, and she does the Minority Youth Health Fair every year. And I thank you for the phone call that inspired this piece. I don't want this intro to be too long, but that's my artwork up there that you guys have been seeing in all the videos that is for sale. Well, purchase, because it's a part of me. This is my clothing brand, my hats. Yeah, that's a shirt, which is this up there. That's my first book right here. And because it couldn't fit on the couch, that's my second book. There's a couple more, but stuff. So, let's get ready to perform this piece. Again, this is part of the Childhood Trauma series, and it's also memorized. Begin. Peace. Broken Clock. How much longer will we keep waiting for a handout to get a hand up? My grandmother's generation, the oldest I can remember, spent her entire life, yes, her entire life, moving on up from the east side, trying to find the high rise, but the elevator was broken. Only specific folk could move into the express line and have all their dreams fulfilled. The ones with the sought-after skin, silky hair, and had a long history of oppression behind those contracted lies. The ones whose dream is to succeed, but only off the backs of others. How much longer will we keep waiting for a handout to get a hand up? Our grandparents and great-grandparents sacrificed everything, yes, everything for their plot of land, knowing how valuable it is to have something to call your own and can pass down to future generations. No matter what sacrifices they had to make, they were building for a better future. Now no one earns nothing but debt and the shiny things they can buy to fill the hole of owning nothing, except something that can be taken away if you don't get your last paycheck. How have we become so lost, accepting handouts from the very same people that see us as numbers and the calculatable items at the end of the year to raise the price of everything? You trust no one, but you trust them, the very same organizations, governments, political parties, nonprofits, and subsidies that keep your blocks broken. Until it's time for a re-election or a new survey to come through to find out what plots have been given up on. We tear down everyone that tries to build for themselves by discounting them to death and asking for a handout from people who barely have all the gear they need to reach the top. How much longer will we keep waiting for a handout to get a hand up? You don't need to be led to know how to follow, but we've been conditioned to think that if we don't grab everything for ourselves, when they throw us the scraps back to us off the hard work, the hard work we put in to build our communities, we're the ones that failed. How much longer are you willing to just survive and struggle, leaving future generations with less and less, because we only give when we're told to. Take at every opportunity and leave nothing, no nothing but scorched earth. How many leaders have to die or be broken in community-funded organizational startups or stomped to the ground by big organizations who see the block as another item they can control with the subsidies that they lobby through PAC funding, defunding, and gerrymandering of districts for generations of traumatic loss for the youth? If you cared, you'd start gathering the resources that mattered, the ones that they programmed you to believe only served them. You'd start reaching out, yes, reaching out to grassroots farmers, searching for people who don't need the attention of the spotlight because we're busy, too busy doing the work. You'd start investing and spending your own dollars, yes, your own dollars in your own communities instead of trapping out the few resources your ancestors left you. My grandmother's generation was so focused, yes, so focused on moving on up from the east side that they left their land, yes, their land for a high rise, creating a generational curse for my mother that I now have to break the chains of. How much longer will we keep waiting for a handout to get a hand up instead of building, yes, building our communities ourselves in peace? Thank you, Sonia. Much love. Y'all be safe out there. I'll see you in my timelines. And as always, thumbs.